My name is Zane. Today we'll be having a look at Stacks. It's a very interesting cryptocurrency that tries to integrate with Bitcoin itself. So we're going to be having a look at that, and we're going to have a full understanding of what it is. What is Stack 2.0 as well? It's something relatively new that they brought in this year actually. So it's good to add that. Now, previously to my research, I didn't know what Stack was. Usually I'll know a little bit about a cryptocurrency, but this is actually a cryptocurrency I had no previous knowledge of what this cryptocurrency is. I have no previous knowledge of how well it's done. And my videos are always made around the idea of whether or not these cryptocurrencies will 100x. And this is a very interesting question, especially for a cryptocurrency such as this. So we're gonna be having a proper understanding of what that is. So what is Stack? Building blocks for a better internet. Stacks is an open source network of decentralized apps and smart contracts built on Bitcoin. So it's interesting to know, guys, this is something that's built on Bitcoin. So Stacks unleashes Bitcoin's full potential as a programmable base layer. That's really interesting to add that. Like I said, I was doing a lot of research and I really found it interesting of how it integrates with Bitcoin. That's probably one of the most surprising things I found out about Stack. It's one of the main things about Stacks as well. So apps built on Stacks inherits all of Bitcoin's powers. So they run their logic on the blockchain with their smart contracts, are controlled by code instead of companies, and are accessible to anyone. This enables decentralized apps to do things that regular apps can't. It's good to understand that it's also unstoppable. Once deployed on Stack and settled on Bitcoin, code can't be taken down. This essentially it's critical for internet infrastructure and data ownership. What about that as well? So data ownership, guys, decentralized apps don't store user data on a centralized server. Instead, the data is owned by the user and can be taken from one app to another app. So open to anyone. What about why is it open to anyone? And how is it open to anyone? So anyone with an internet connection can use or build Stacks apps. You don't need any permissions and you can't be blocked from Stacks. Very interesting to add right there. Keyword, you can't be blocked by Stack. Another keyword is internet connection. Anyone with an internet connection. Modular. Decentralized apps are open and connected by default. This enables developers to build on top of each other's apps and prevent users from getting locked in. New business models, guys. What about this? There's got so many things in this. Is exciting. Tokens enables developers monetize open source protocols, incentivize contributions, and come up with business models that weren't possible before. And the best of Bitcoin, all Stacks transactions settled on Bitcoin blockchain, making apps and transaction as secure as Bitcoin transactions. Apps on Stacks can include Bitcoin-based logic. Very interesting to add that right there. So there's a lot of things that are interested in Stacks. So why Stacks is built on Bitcoin? Why is it? So Stacks as all properties that decentralized apps and smart contracts need: the security, the settlement, the assurance, the capital, and the network effects. So Bitcoin settlement assurance, a transaction is impossible to reverse or change once it's settled on Bitcoin. These settlement assurance are critical to decentralized apps. You want to be certain that a smart contracts and its transactions can't be changed or token down after the fact. Stack settles all transactions on Bitcoin, enabling apps and smart contracts built on Stacks to inherit Bitcoin's settlement assurance and security. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Damn it. My apologies. That really annoyed me right there. It took me out of my mode. I was really enjoying, just explaining this to you guys. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not a video based on financial advice. In fact, this video is for educational purposes only. Now, Bitcoin network effects. The world is converting on Bitcoin, and demands for the case around Bitcoin is increasing. The use case around Bitcoin. Instead of competing with Bitcoin underlying protocols, Stacks built and extends Bitcoin. This enables Stacks to grow with Bitcoin and leverages Bitcoin's capital, security, and network. And they've got articles that go further into this information. Now, I will be leaving a link to this information below, guys, in the description, so you guys can check this out for yourself and find out if Stack is the right platform for you. An open networking community like Bitcoin, Stack is decentralized. It's a decentralized network, guys. And the moment I see decentralized anywhere, I'm already interested. There is no one company or person that controls it. People from all around the world contribute to Stack, and you can join them on their Discord. Guys, this is fascinating. So explore Stack, the technology, learn about the technology that powers Stack. Learn about how you can build on Stack, read the docs, try tutorials, and build something on Stack. Join Discord, join a community of builders from all around the world. Fascinating stuff, really fascinating stuff. But what I want to know about is the technology behind Stack, guys. So this technology will give you an overview. This page will give you an overview of the technology that powers Stack. For a conceptual overview of decentralized apps and stacks, visit What is Stack's page, which is basically where we were just now. We already went through that. So the Stack, clarity, smart contracts, a safer and predictable language for smart contracts. Layer 1 blockchain that connects to Bitcoin. Consensus mechanism, and this is proof of transfer, guys. Consensus mechanism that connects stacks to Bitcoin and Bitcoin settlement, security, and reserve assets. So Bitcoin can use in settlement and security and is reserve asset for Stack network. And the settlement and security, Slack makes no modifications to the Bitcoin design. It uses Bitcoin to settle transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain, every block. This makes all Stack transaction inherits Bitcoin finality and settlements. Because Stack's transactions can be verified on the Bitcoin blockchain, scaling Bitcoin before Stacks, building new features on Bitcoin was a paradox. Bitcoin is secure, but it's stable and resistant to change. It's secure because it has a very limited scripting language with a small attack surface and limited space for transaction. Now, introducing new features to Bitcoin Core is hard and is not desirable, as these features add complexities. So Stacks solve this with proof of transfer, microblocks, and clarity. It is designed so that the builders can benefit from Bitcoin's properties without modifying Bitcoin itself. I love this. And in both Stacks and Bitcoin is fully decentralized. So this is brilliant. So what is proof of transfer? Proof of transfer is a consensus mechanism between Stacks and Bitcoin. What is proof of transfer? Proof of transfer is a mining mechanism that provides a new take on consensus, allowing for a proof of work chain, in the case Bitcoin, to be leveraged and extended important new layers. All Stacks transactions settles on Bitcoin, and this enables Stack transactions to benefit from Bitcoin security. Every Bitcoin block, Stack transactions are batched and hashed on the Bitcoin blockchain. Mining with POX. Proof of transfer. So proof of transfer is a upgrade to proof of work. With POX, miners are not converting electricity and computing power to earn blocks, rewards, and fees. Instead, they transfer Bitcoin, a proof of work currency, to holders of Stack token. This enables holders of Stack tokens to earn Bitcoin from consensus. This process is called stacking. Leader election happens on Bitcoin, and new blocks are written on Stack platform. So blockchain, my mistake. So benefits of the proof of transfer: Stack and apps inherit Bitcoin security and settlement. Apps built on Stacks can interact with Bitcoin on-chain data and state. Anyone can mine, no special hardware required, and that's key. No special hardware is required, guys. That is key. Now, they've got the white paper for the proof of transfer, and you can get more information on GitHub as well, and the mining docs. So if you guys want to check that out. They also talk about the blockchain for Stacks. The Stacks blockchain is flexible layer, top of Bitcoin, that enables decentralized apps, smart contracts, and digital assets. And they go through the entire thing here, so it can help you guys to understand it much more better. They talk about the clarity as well, which is really good. So far, everything that I've heard about Stacks, I really do love. I think a cryptocurrency like this stands a great chance of 100xing but it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time before a cryptocurrency like this 100x, mainly because of its huge supply. Max supply is at 1.8 billion and a circling supply of 1 billion. So that's a lot of token in supply. So that's gonna take a long time to 100x, depending on how well Stacks does in the crypto space. Now, the interesting thing is that I do think this coin can at least 20x or 30x in the next, I'd say 2 to 5 years. Most definitely 2 to 5 years. Now, interestingly as well, by the end of this year, I think you could be looking at 2 to 3 US dollars. It's currently at 1.2 US dollars. So it's interesting to have a look at that, because it's been doing really well since the start of this year. Like many cryptocurrencies have been doing really well, but Stacks is very underrated. It's the 79 most popular coin in the world, but it's a little bit underrated because before this video, before my research today, I never knew about Stacks. So learning about it has been very educational. I've learned a lot, to be honest. You know, it's a better internet built on Bitcoin. And that in itself is key. Earn Bitcoin by stacking, not staking, stacking. Lock your stack temporarily to support the network security. So it's like staking. It's called stacking, but it's very similar to staking, essentially. Security. So lock your stack temporarily to support the network security and consensus. As a reward, you earn Bitcoin that miners transfer as part of the proof of transfer. That's fascinating. So if you want to earn Bitcoin, but you don't want to mine Bitcoin, this is a great way to stack without having to have the hardware. If you don't have the hardware to stake Bitcoin, this is a great way to stack the cryptocurrency on top of Bitcoin, and in return, you can earn some Bitcoin. This is good. So you guys can learn more about how much you can actually earn when it comes to stacking this cryptocurrency. So I'll leave a link to this article below so you guys can check this out for yourself. Reimagined financial system on Bitcoin. Stat makes Bitcoin 760 billion of capital programmable smart contracts, built a better financial system on top of Bitcoin that's already open, composable, and within intermediaries. Fascinating. So this has been really educational. Thank you guys for learning with me. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Remember to leave a like and leave a comment. Tell me, what coin should I research next? Now, they also have a Stack Foundation. They talk about the stewards of the Stack ecosystem on a mission to build a user-owned internet where you have the true ownership of your identity, data, and wealth. They talk about that as well, so you guys can check this out. They've got a lot of things going on. It's a very exciting cryptocurrency. If you guys want me to do a bigger video on this, I can do a bigger video on this, which goes in depth even more. It will probably last me an hour or two. I'll probably have to live stream it. But this was meant to be a simple video on what Stack is, and I do believe we've accomplished that today. So thank you guys for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.